morning, everybody. I am Mystic Jen. And I was going to give the Ukraine-Russian war a rest for the day. However, I can't. I have to say this. Remember yesterday when I had said that somebody was going to come to the Ukraine's aid and I saw missiles? Well, I found out this morning that somebody had sent anti-aircraft missiles to Ukraine. And I said Ukraine was going to hold Kyiv. So far, they have held Kyiv. And Russia is suffering more casualties than what they expected. And here's something else that burns my ass, okay? Putin is telling the media not to use the words invasion, not to use the word assault, because he says this is not an invasion, this is not an assault. Then what the fuck is it? Come on, folks. You have a army that goes rushing into another country, guns blazing. What do you call that? Do you call that tiddlywinks? Playing footsies? No, it's a fucking attack. It's a fucking invasion. This is what I'm saying. Putin's trying to lie to people. He's trying to lie to his own people and to the whole entire world. I'm going to dig into this more. This is like bullshit. Okay? Total fucking bullshit. Sorry, YouTube, for my language, but it is what it is. So, folks, shit is getting real. It is getting real, you know. And I thank everybody who is participating in lighting candles with me, in praying for peace, in praying for Ukraine. And I had this other thought come to me, folks. You know what really needs to be done? I don't know if how many of you remember the story of Lorena Bobbitt and what she did to her husband that was abusive. So some of you may know who Lorena Bobbitt is. I don't know if she's incarcerated or she's out or what's going on. They need to arm her with a knife or a pair of scissors and pay her to go seduce Putin. And that's all I need to say for those who know who Lorena Bobbitt was. Okay. Now, what I am going to do is I want to dig into this. I want to see what the fuck's going on today. I know that the Ukrainians are holding right now. Praise God for that. Oh, speaking of that, I have a rant, a very quick rant before I get into everything else. Don't come to my channel and chastise me and try to shove your religious beliefs down my fucking throat. I have my own beliefs. And by the way, that person that was trying to chastise me and throw stones, like I said in a comment back to her, I was going to delete her comment. I says, no, I am replying to this. Let those without sin cast the first stone. Judge not lest thee be judged. So do not judge me for my religious practices. I don't judge you for yours. I used to be in your shoes and my eyes were opened up. By the way, you want to talk about astrologers going to hell? Sweetheart, who do you think the wise men were? The wise men were astrologers. And I will leave it at that. Do your research. Do your historical research. Don't always trust what somebody behind a pulpit is saying who is driving expensive cars, live in an expensive house, and saying, I'm broke, give me money. Okay? That's my rant. Anyhow, let's go ahead. What I feel I need to do is cleanse the space before we get started. So, I'm going to do a little bit of smudging here. I might even leave my smudge stick burning. Okay. Now, we are going to get into Spirit's energy, on the Great Divine, find out what's going on with this war right now. Where are things headed? There are other things I want to get into because I did have a vision. Okay. Holy Spirit, angels, archangels, ascended masters, and spirit guides, please guide this reading to give us insights on this Russian and Ukrainian war, please. Where are things at the moment? Okay, we do have the Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands is reminding me of somebody holding a wand, there seems to be a laurel there, a victory. There's the candles. This is telling me that there's a higher power on the Ukrainian side. Absolutely. They are holding. They are holding. Four of Pentacles. Defensive mode, protection. And if you look in this Four of Pentacles, there's like a bank here, and somebody's depositing money into this bank. This is countries reaching out to the assistance, and they are putting everything they're in to help the Ukrainians with their defense. I love that energy that I'm receiving from that. Page of Cups. There is an outpouring of love. Of course, I'm seeing the aircraft behind this character. Outpouring of love for the Ukrainians. Air attacks. Missiles. That's the anti-missiles. You know, I'm definitely seeing where, yep, okay, paying attention to the details, working very hard. I feel that there are going to be other countries. It was Lithuania, I think it was, that provided anti-aircraft missiles to Ukraine. The Eight of Pentacles came up yesterday as the plan being worked on. Okay. Three of Cups. There's some celebrations that's going to be coming. Five of Wands. Okay. So what I'm seeing here as the conflict is going on, they're working on their plan. There's an outpouring of love. There's an outpouring of support. There is assistance being given to Ukraine, and there's a sense of celebrating. So, you know, I'm still seeing the same energy as yesterday that Ukraine is going to hold. Okay? Queen of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Balance. Yeah, the world coming together out of... Wow, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. The world, love of the worldly love. Love from around the world. Queen of Cups, you know, pouring out her love, her nurturing, her understanding. You know, the world. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. This Two of Pentacles. This is a going back and forth. There is the storm here. And we do have the Five of Wands. So neither side is giving up yet. But I'm seeing here somebody with a victory. The Ace of Wands. I don't think Russia is not going to have a very easy time at all taking Kyiv. Russia's not going to have an easy time taking control of Ukraine. Okay? I think they are in for a battle that they were not expecting. They were not expecting such a fight. Putin, they're showing me Putin expected to march into Ukraine and be an easy takeover. There's been, from what I see, but as far as loss of life, it's been kind of equal on both sides. Something else that Russia was not expecting. Was not expecting to have the casualties that they have suffered. So, that's good news. But there's something else I want to look at. I was given a vision 2 days ago. And I knew I wanted to put this out into a video, but I did not know when. And I feel like this is a good time. About the U.S. involvement. Okay. I do want to ask if the U.S. is going to become send military troops over. I'm in energy. I'm feeling like they're not, but I want to confirm it. But U.S. is in trouble. There is U.S. territory that my cards are all mixed up. Tower. Yeah. Okay. This is why. It's like Spirit just like totally turned over a bunch of cards in my deck. Tower. 6 of Wands. Justice. 5 of Swords. The World card. 8 of Swords. The Empress. And 9 of Wands. Fuck me. Okay? This is what we have. This is a surprise attack on the U.S. Okay. Soldiers marching in. Karma. 5 of Swords for unethical behavior. Judgment. Judgment and justice. There is fucking karma involved in this where the U.S. is concerned. Okay? 8 of Swords are going to be really trapped in their head. People trapped. Empress. When I look at the Empress, I'm seeing my mother Russia. 9 of Wands defense. The U.S. is going to have to go on to the defensive. Let me tell you what my vision was now. An invasion coming over from China up into the shores of Alaska. There's not a large amount of water. Lake Erie is wider than this body of water that separates China from Alaska. Okay? They're going to go over and they're going to get Alaska where we're not expecting it, where we don't have troops up there. We should have troops up there defending that border. But it's going to be the modern day Pearl Harbor in Alaska. That is a prediction of mine. Okay? That is how they are going to attack the U.S. The U.S. is going to get attacked. I'm telling you. And, oh yeah. 8 of Wands. There's the missiles. Devastation, destitute. We already had the Tower here. High Priestess, hidden operations, hidden agreement with the Page of Pentacles and High Priestess card. 4 of Cups, the United States is going to be asleep. Page of Wands, a new yeah. You tell you what, 10 of Swords. King of Cups, there's all kinds of kings and queens in here. Yeah. You know, there's some big leaders that are opposed to NATO and the UN, that are opposed to peace, that are power hungry, Russia's one of them. China's another one. Korea's another one. Korea, by the way, is watching very carefully how the United States is going to respond to this Ukrainian issue. Why is Korea so interested? Okay. Let's find out. Why is Korea so interested in what the United States does in regards to Ukraine? Why is Korea so interested in what the United States does in response to this Ukrainian issue? Let me know if you saw any other YouTube videos or tarot readings that say anything that I'm saying. Because I've already predicted a couple things. Yesterday I said they were going to get aid. They were going to get, Ukraine was going to get those missiles. And find out this morning they got the missiles. Right? So I predicted that before. I said somebody was going to step up to the plate and provide weapons. So I did that before it even came out in the news. Okay, we have the Two of Swords. Okay, so Korea is standing by watching. They're sitting on the fence. They're not acting right now. Eight of Wands. They want to know if the United States is going to attack. And they're waiting until the United States is down. They're motherfuckers. Okay. This is the story. This is the scoop here. They are waiting to see if the United States acts or not. Because Korea could be involved in an attack on the United States. Mark my words. They may not be the ones that physically attack, but they may be the ones that helps provide weapons or air support or something. And these two cards came out when I was talking about an attack in Alaska. Okay? I'm telling you, America needs to wake up. Queen of Cups. America is asleep. Queen of Cups is it's pouring out love and, emotional support. That kind of stuff. But Korea is trusting their intuition. The Korea may act upon their emotions. Okay? Or they're waiting to see if... I think this Queen of Cups is representing Biden. That's what Spirit just showed me. The Queen of Cups is supposed to represent Biden. Because he's wishy-washy. Not taking a firm stand. Very soft. Yeah. Tower. Okay, yeah, they're waiting to see if Biden is going to attack or if he's going to stay soft and just kind of do... The Ace of Pentacles to me is speaking about the sanctions, financial sanctions on Russia. Ace of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. Another, the cards have a lot of meaning. They have a lot of messages. This one has a couple messages, and it is talking about Korea is watching the sanctions on Russia, waiting to see if Biden is going to make a move or not. And then there's going to be a very big surprise. The United States is going to be in a very big surprise and going to be caught sleeping. Because the United States is sitting in the lap of luxury. The government, sitting on money, kind of like enjoying themselves. Page of Cups. Yeah. Temperance. The United States is trying to stay out of it because they want peace. But I tell you what, something's going to happen. United States, America, you need to wake up. And let me add this. Canada, wake up. Because if what I say is that I see happening is going to happen, if Alaska is attacked, guess who they have to go through to get to America? Yes, they could fly, and they could set up troops in Alaska and have a base there. But you know what? America's going to shoot down their aircraft before they even hit the mainland. They're going to have to take some ground troops, and they're going to have to go through a Canadian border. There could be Canada could get drawn into this conflict as well. This could be an East versus West scenario. I'm just putting that out there. I hate to be doom and gloom, but this is a warning that the United States needs to wake up. There's good news for Ukraine because they're holding their own. But Canada and United States needs to wake up because there are dormant enemies, people, countries just sitting back, watching and waiting to see what's going to happen. And I feel there's going to be a strike on the United States, and I saw it in a vision of being Alaska. Okay? So, this ain't good, folks. America's in trouble. Canada's in trouble. Just be prepared. There is a reason why Spirit, in the very first, I think it was the first reading that I did on this, there's a reason why Spirit said, stock up on canned goods, start preparing soil, learn how to cultivate the land, and start planting crops. Because there's trouble coming. I want to know how will America prevail. Yes, the Sun card. That's a definite yes. America will prevail in a conflict that would involve China, or that would involve Korea, or even Russia. Okay? America, United States will prevail. But there is going to be a loss. Yeah. The Chariot is success. The Devil is fear. It's going to be a fearful time, a frightful time. The Devil's going to try to invade the United States. But they're showing me good conquering evil. Okay? And it's going to be a failure on the other countries. United States will prevail. But I'm seeing that there is going to be, it's not going to be without losses. Let me tell you. Seven of Wands, defensive, Queen of Pentacles. So it is going to take a financial toll on the United States. But United States will come out on top and defend her land. And will prevail. Okay. But I'm going to leave the reading at this for today. Again, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, share, comment. Share these videos on social media. Because I'm bringing shit out that the news is not going to bring out real quite yet. But you will find out later down the road that these predictions are coming to pass. Okay, that's what I have for you. Still keep praying for Ukraine, praying for this war, pray for peace, light candles. And with that said, doesn't matter if you are a supporter of Biden or if you're a supporter of Trump, if you're Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter. We're all Americans. We need to pray for our government. We need to pray for our country. Need to pray for Canada, the whole world in general. We are human beings. Got to stop letting political lines divide us and define us. Stop letting politics define you. Okay, now I'm done. That was the last message from Spirit. And I will see you next time. I do have some other videos I want to get out. I still have to finish Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces in the last series. So, I'll see you in a bit.